Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the Flash Season 8. And for today's video, I'll be going over and breaking down some set photos for the Flash Season 8 Episode 2, and these set photos are obviously taken by Canada Graphs. So yeah, the cast and crew have been filming The Flash Season 8, and we did know that one special thing that is taking place during The Flash Season 8 was that the first 5 episodes would feature a special event, which is a Flash storyline-centered crossover titled Armageddon. So it's a crossover where we'll be seeing characters from across the Arrowverse, such as Alex Danvers, Batwoman, Black Lightning, Damien Dark, Reverse Flash, Mia Smokescreen Arrow, The Atom, and Ryan Choi. So we'll be seeing those characters within these first 5 episodes of The Flash Season 8, but I'm assuming that the storyline itself will be centered around The Flash and will have some sort of a connection to Barry Allen. But these following heroes, which I have mentioned alongside a couple of villains, will be joining forces to face off against the main villain for The Flash's 8th season, that being Despero. Well, in terms of the villains, it seems like the Reverse Flash and Damien Dark will be forming their own team, like the Legion of Doom reformed basically. But in regards to the actual superheroes itself, they will be forming a team to face off against Despero. I don't know what the Reverse Flash and Damien Dark will be doing, but clearly they're up to no good. So for the past couple of weeks, we have been seeing some set photos when they have started filming outdoors, which allowed us to get some first looks in regards to certain things, such as Barry Allen teaming up with another hero from across the Arrowverse, Ray Palmer. But also we did see them facing off against Despero, which was pretty cool. They have actually been filming episodes out of order, and Danielle Panabaker was the one who actually said this. That is normally how they'd film episodes anyway. Like, it's not just something they do for a crossover. They do normally film out of order. They just go from easiest and availability to the hardest one to film. Yeah, so Danielle Panabaker through an Instagram live stream did say that, like, back then some of the cast were filming episode 1, whilst other cast members would have been filming like episode 3, for example. But very recently, they have actually completely wrapped up filming episode 1. And we are about halfway, if not we are nearing the end of filming episode 2. We did have some earlier set photos for episode 2 where we had that whole time travel theory due to that newspaper going on which said 2014, and then we also had the telepathic villain, but this is a continuing set photo, I guess. Like, this is going to be later on in the episode, and it's still from episode 2, where this time we have some set photos by Canada Graphs. These ones are really interesting as well, especially when we pay attention to the dialogue. So yeah, I'll be breaking everything down and giving you guys my overall thoughts and theories in regards to what could potentially be going on. Now, I do have a couple of things to say before I actually go over the set photos. Firstly, Arrowverse Scenes and my friend Jordan, who's rebranded his channel into Jordan's Multiverse, helped me create a Discord server. This would essentially allow me to interact more with you guys, especially during times when I don't upload videos. So yeah, I could give you guys some updates in regards to certain videos and various other things like that. You guys can chat to me if you want. So if that sounds interesting, be sure to join. The link to the Discord server will be in the description down below. Also be sure to check out Jordan's channel as well as Arrowverse Scenes channel as well. They have also helped me write the What If series, which I've been doing, which was the season 7 rewrite. They've helped me a lot with that, so I couldn't have done it without them. So yeah, big shout out to them as well. Make sure you check them out. But also in regards to this video, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Also, I will give a quick shout out to Canada Graphs, as if it weren't for him, none of this would have been possible. So I will link his blog page in the description down below so you guys can check it out. He does talk about his experiences being there on set, what he saw while he was there on set, who exactly was there, but also I will only be showing a couple of the set photos. I think I have 7 in total, but he has a bunch more. So if you guys want to see everything, you know where to find it. It's going to be in Canada Graphs' blog page. As I said, that is linked in the description down below. Okay, so now I will actually get into the topic of this video, the set photos. So firstly, we do have this shot of Barry Allen near Central City Bank, and there seems to be like a robbery or like a break-in by the looks of it, saying that we do see 2 cops talking to Barry, and obviously Barry is in civilian attire, not in his Flash suit, and he does have some like equipment, so we do know that he will be doing some CSI work, which is pretty cool. You guys know my feelings with The Flash Season 7, but I cannot deny that something I really liked was that they brought back Barry's CSI stuff, which was something we never got to see at all for Season 6. So seeing this set photo does get me happy because it just shows that we're getting more of Barry being a CSI, which I personally think is really cool. Now in the other shot, we do actually have Kristen Kramer talking with Barry, and it does seem like Kristen Kramer will be having some sort of a role within CCPD for Season 8. I know that Eric Wallace did say that she will be, dealing with the fallout of her finding out that she's a metahuman, but personally, if I'm being honest, I just don't care about whatever storyline they have planned for her, but hopefully it's worth it if anything. But now we have all the juicy and interesting stuff. So firstly, we do have this shot of Tony Curran as Despero, and it does actually seem like in order to save budget, they will give Tony Curran a human form. Personally, it doesn't really bother me that much. In fact, it doesn't really bother me at all. His suit does seem pretty cool, and from what I have heard, Tony Curran is a really good actor. So as long as he has all those good stuff, I don't really mind if he was fully CGI or if he was in human form. But one thing we do know for sure is that he will probably be the most powerful main villain the show has ever had. So that raises the stakes a lot, and hopefully he does end up being a really good villain because, as I said, from what I've heard, Tony Curran does have that great acting ability to play a villain. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, from the way these photos are structured, it does lead me to believe that Barry investigates the scene in Central City Bank, and then as that is happening, Despero shows up, which leads into that one-on-one confrontation that they will be having, which I will get to in a second. But I would guess that Despero knows that Barry Allen is the Flash, especially with the whole concept of Armageddon, where it does involve time travel, but I'm not 100% sure, these are just theories and speculation. But speaking of a confrontation, that is exactly what happens, as we do see the Flash running into the scene, and we have Despero standing in front of him, seemingly having a heated conversation between the two. But what caught me off guard was actually what Despero actually says to Barry, so I will read over a section from Candagraphs' blog post because it is really interesting. So Candagraphs goes on to say, "It might honestly be one of the longest scenes I have watched. In it, they spoke back and forth, with the Flash looking quite annoyed and Despero seeming unfazed by his annoyance. In the conversation, Despero tells Barry that he was banished there by someone and that Earth is now his home, and he is annoyed at humans because they're destroying the planet. Barry also at one point tells him that he's been through a crisis before, but much of the conversation was too quiet for me to hear." So from here, it does look like we will be getting an intense scene between the main villain and the Flash, which is pretty sick because we don't normally get these intense scenes. In fact, for Season 7, we didn't really get an intense scene at all, apart from that final Reverse Flash scene, and even then, Reverse Flash was not even the main villain for the Flash Season 7. But apart from that, we didn't really get anything intense, but this is something that does actually seem intense. But this new origin for Despero seems to be new. I'm not entirely sure for 100%, but I'm not familiar with the character of Despero anyway, so I could be wrong, but I am quite sure that this is a new origin for Despero. I know that in the comics, like, Martian Manhunter does banish him to another dimension, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing related to what's going on over here, so I'm guessing that the writers tweaked things up a bit. But hopefully this motivation is good. It does give me, Thanos vibes when he says, "Oh, humans are destroying the planet." And I do also like how Barry mentioned Crisis on Infinite Earths as well. I just really like these references whenever they mention past events. Now, although we don't see the following on set, Javicia Leslie is actually filming episode 2 alongside Kyler Lee. So they are part of the same episode as well, that being episode 2. We do know that Javicia Leslie is not filming in Batwoman's set because she literally did a TikTok with Candice Patton. So she's in Vancouver and she's on the Flash set. She's not on the Batwoman set. And I can't wait to see her and Barry interact with one another. But also, we do know that Reverse Flash seems to be in this episode as well, alongside Chillblaine, judging from John Core's Instagram story. I'm guessing it was. I just saw it on Twitter, so yeah. But we do have Tom Cavanagh and Chillblaine standing next to each other in like a behind the scenes photo. They're in like Tom Cavanagh's trailer or something along those lines at least. But we could tell that that is new because Tom Cavanagh and Chillblaine's character, or Chillblaine in general, have never filmed the scene together, so this does lead me to believe that whatever's going on over there is related to Armageddon. But yeah, there's a lot of things to look forward to. I know that I did say that I am not excited for The Flash Season 8 overall, but something that I am really excited for is actually the first 5 episodes of the season, because those seem to be great. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you're most looking forward to for this Armageddon event. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.